Welcome to Skyrim Mods Monthly, the series where I showcase hot and trending mods. But before we get into it,
curse this Imperial geoblock! All mention of levitation has been scrubbed.
hey you!
What? Who said that?
Over here!
A little man is in my PC! Stacy, look! A little man is in my
NordVPN keeps your online identity safe by encrypting all the information sent between your device and the internet. I use Nord all the time to keep my data private and prevent anyone from selling it off. But it also lets you bypass any geo restrictions and access content from around the world you might not normally be able to.
That's just what I need!
So what are you waiting for? Use the link in the description to try NordVPN today.
A few moments later.
Oh! It's working! Oh, wow! Wait a second. How do I stop?
Rudy for Nat 3 is a new fantastic E&B preset. It brings the realism from Nat with Rudy's magic together, and the result is the best E&B for capturing big burly orc back muscles in the best lighting possible. Interiors feel cozy and feature impressive lighting, while exteriors feel natural but still have that fantasy aesthetic I really like from Rudy E&B. Performance-wise, this E&B is also fairly lightweight. I'm still getting used to Nat 3 weather, as I normally run with cathedral weathers, but I'm liking it so far. Overall, Rudy for Nat 3 is an E&B you should definitely consider checking out, especially if you like Rudy. Constellation Magic adds a range of cosmic-themed fire spells. They are a hybrid of destruction and alteration magic, and spells from this pack can be found distributed throughout the world. Some of these spells lets you call down stardust and celestial rays to set targets ablaze, temporarily imprison enemies, and my favorite spell from this pack, called Supernova, lets you tear a rupture into Aetherius to bring down pure devastation. I'm happy to see that a lot of different magic packs have been coming out recently, and I can't wait to see what's in store next. Stormcrown is a new Simon Rim mod that overhauls Skyrim's shout system to balance existing shouts, add new shouts, while also providing additional progression for the player's experience as the Dragonborn. After completing your training at High Hrothgar, the Greybeards will officially recognize you as Dragonborn, and you will be given a lesser power called Meditate. Meditating grants you access to a new Dragonborn perk tree, where you can spend perk points acquired through absorbing dragon souls. You can unlock passive effects to make shouts last longer, deal double damage, or even stagger enemies. Vanilla shouts have also been altered, and previously boring shouts such as Animal Allegiance will now summon allies to aid you. And the Disarm shout has been reworked to be a completely different shout called Subdue, and reduces enemy weapon damage instead. And it makes a lot of sense. Disarm is one of the most frustrating shouts to encounter. Progressing through the way of the voice will also allow you to fully upgrade shouts when you know all 3 words, and you can meditate on them to gain strong passives, like making slow time even slower, or being able to break through wards using unrelenting force. Overall, Stormcrown seamlessly adds extra depth to shouts and gives your Dragonborn good reasons to master the way of the voice. Sirenroot is a dialogue-heavy quest featuring puzzles, platforming, and a focus on water mechanics. It's quickly risen to being one of the top mods of the month. I've teased development for it many times on the channel, so if you haven't tried it out already, give it a go now that it's finally out. It's well crafted, has fantastic voice acting, and even features OST from Young Scrolls. Poltram Solace has recently released the Maormer Seascale Set that also comes with a weapon. I like the goofy masks, and it reminds me of some of the silly sets you can find in Elden Ring. Though not many roleplay as a Sea Elf, it's nice to see elements of other lesser-known cultures in the Elder Scrolls universe. A full set can be found on a skeleton near the Barnacle boat. But if you're looking for something else, the Adventure HDT-SMP armor might be for you. It's a unisex armor that features physics, and the addition of a backpack is a nice cherry on top. This cottagecore set is a must-have for those who like to run with survival mods, and can be crafted at any forge. Fourth Unknown has come out with a new two-hander called the Horse-Slaying Saber. This deadly weapon has incredible reach, and can be found in Skyhaven Temple. Now, I'm not sure why it's called the Horse-Slaying Saber, as the blade is enchanted to deal extra damage to dragons, but it's still a great weapon nonetheless, and looks fantastic. Fourth Unknown has also just released a new Spriggan replacer. This model has a much more haunted appearance compared to vanilla, and the new Burnt Spriggan looks terrifying. Overall, the little details like mushrooms growing on their legs and their unique appearance make this one of my favorite replacers. They look really creepy, and their cold, dead gaze will make you think twice about exploring the woods. In other news, PS Boss has just put out a new female Storm Atronach replacer. and it's essentially what you'd expect. A pair of floating rocks that are shaped inappropriately with some lightning effects. This mod also completely overhauls the vibe of my College of Winterhold. I hear PS Boss is going to make a Spriggan replacer next, and I'm curious to see what they cook up. Mandragora Sprouts has dropped another gorgeous statue. This time around, she's made Kynareth, goddess of the heavens, the winds, the sea, the elements, and the unseen spirits of the air. Whatever that means. I must say, she looks very girl boss with the pose she's striking and her being all on a cloud. This next mod makes all female Khajiit furry. Sorry guys. Using shell meshes, Sandant has managed to accomplish this feat, and they have even made another mod to add tail physics to both Khajiit and Argonians. Conditional Expressions Extended improves conditional expressions by adding new expressions for being diseased, cold, and if you have mods like Dirt and Blood, Keep It Clean, or Bathing in Skyrim, your character will look sad when they're dirty. This mod also features support for adult mods that I won't mention. Additionally, your followers can have conditional expressions, and this mod features smoother expression changes with no face twitching, so if you use conditional expressions, I highly recommend getting this add-on. This next mod adds whale bones to coasts you can encounter on the northern shores of Skyrim. It's an immersive addition, and you can find whale skeletons of varying sizes. But look out, as some of these skeletons are home to wild critters like mud crabs, or even bandits. But for a small addition, it breathes a surprising amount of life into Skyrim's coasts. When you have a game like Skyrim that's over 11 years old, you tend to see a few strange mods every now and then. But as I was perusing the Nexus the other day, I went down a rabbit hole. Shadow Man has various shout mods to perform actions like tickle any woman's feet, bury face on any woman's breasts, and he even has a mod where you can fulfill your fantasy of getting rejected by Sapphire. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. It gets so much worse. Shadow Man genuinely perplexes me, and he's pushing into new frontiers I didn't even know existed. Monitor has been working on animated interactions. This mod features height-dependent animations when looting items, container interactions for looting corpses, chests, and furniture, and interactions with doors. Shout out to Call Me Moon for making the animations. This mod is similar to immersive interactions from J-Serpa, but relies on SKSC instead, so if you do use immersive interactions, you'll want to disable looting animations and door interactions in its MCM menu. If you want early access to animated interactions, consider supporting Monitor on Patreon. J-Serpa has released NPCs react to Invisibility. This little mod adds a lot of fun to invisibility, and becoming invisible in front of people or revealing yourself will spark off over 300 custom voice reactions.
Greymane's finest trinkets. What in the... I know you're here somewhere. Where are you?
A cup I'll
Where are you?
racing company with you.
Place to play a
None
song.
have yet
How did
bested
you
me
do
in
that?
And is a nice little touch of immersion that lets you prank some NPCs. Thanks for sticking till the end. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Consider grabbing some merch and supporting the channel on Patreon. My patrons help me produce the video you're watching while I study at uni. Take care lads and lasses, and I'll catch you next time.
Oh, it's working! Oh, wow! Wait a second. How do I stop? Oh.